Biafra, BFR, Raffle Jingo, my people, follow who no road. His Excellency Simon Ekpanjoku, na him they carry us enter Biafra. He they play the show, no be lie. The good guy, Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government, in exile, went there for Obodo Yibo, Finland. With him government, na him they do the wonder. Say make you join, follow up, he go sweet you for body. Freedom today, better for you. And your picking them, I dey tell you, you can't still bring ogbonge raffle draw with big money when you go win. I dey tell you, no be lie. Starting from on the 29th of November, go reach December 3rd. Now this thing they happen 2024. And make I shock you, the money, it makes sense well. $20 and total winning prize $10,000. A first prize $5,000, third prize $2,000. BFR, no sit down, no sit, because sit down look na dog name. They want from here gather money to build Biafra where you they cry for sins. You go also win too. No play.
You are all invited to the Aludo State de facto government in Homeland Fort fundraising. Purpose of the event to support Finland Convention for Biafra Redeclaration. Date Friday 8 November 2024. Time 7 p.m. Biafra land time. Venue online via Zoom link. Mechuku Okike Abiyama bless you for yielding to this noble
program. Wherever you are joining me from, I appreciate you and I thank you for being part of this program. Please like and share the program on your platform. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you, so that they can be part of this very platform and be able to send information across. Fellow Biafrans and people of the world, viewers across the world, in this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We don't come here for saga or to attack any individual. What we do in this platform is to send information across to the world on the true situation of things in Biafra land and in the contraption called Nigeria. There are so many things that are not being taken note of. There are so many things that are happening that are being told in a different form. In this platform, we bring those information to your doorstep and tell you exactly how things are. There are certain videos that you might not be able to come across on the media. Some videos that are hidden from the eyes of the people, we bring them out and share it through the social media so that the world will be aware of what is going on in the contraption called Nigeria. I welcome every one of you, and I'm going to share a very important information as we speak. I want you to watch this video from the beginning to end. You will understand what we are talking about. So many things that you can't see online. You are going to see it here. So listen to this very video from the beginning to end, and I bet you're going to enjoy it. Let us watch it together and see what the video has to say.
Bandits have taken over the Nawamashe military cantonment in Kotangora, Niger State, displacing around 23 communities. This camp is one of Nigeria's largest military training facilities, and its occupation by bandits has led to a surge in attacks and kidnapping in the area. The situation is dire, with residents, mostly farmers, forced to flee their homes and farmland, exacerbating the humanitarian crisis. The bandit conflict in northwest Nigeria has been ongoing since 2011, fueled by farmer-herder conflict, environmental decline, and weak global governance. The insecurity has allowed criminal and jihadist elements to flourish, with bandits using kidnapping and arms trade to fund their activities. The Niger State House of Assembly has urged the state government to collaborate with military authorities to expel the bandits from the camp and restore safety to the area. Enhanced support for military, including modern equipment and logistics, is also crucial to tackling and we are joined in the studio this morning to make sense of this development by Barrister Darlington Agomo, who is a VOP in-house analyst, and Mr. Lawale Kundayo, a farmer, political and public affairs analyst. We'll also be joined by Mr. John Akerele virtually. John will be joining us from Japan. John, are you there with us? All right. Before he joins us, gentlemen, thanks for coming to the show. Barrister Darlington, bandits have taken over military training facilities in Nawamashe, Kotangora area of Nigeria. Is that what Nigeria has done? Please, can you help us understand that we have a ruling government, we have the military, we have the military high command, we have the defense minister, we have chief of defense staff, we have all paraphernalia of the military and security agencies. Yet, bandits have taken over one of our biggest military training facilities. Barrister Darlington, what do you make of that?
It's very unfortunate. I don't know how long it has been for we to be talking about it that you don't have a job.
But we have.
If no, it baffles me seriously. It's not enough to say we have. What is government supposed to do? Protecting lives and property. Now they have failed completely on it. I have made it a point of discussion on several platforms. If you don't correct these anomalies concerning insecurity, your reforms, so your whatever, will come to nothing. Because I have never seen a place where there is so much insecurity and you are talking of progress. It can never happen. It can never happen. This is why I am very critical of this administration. You cannot be telling me you are doing reform. This one will happen tomorrow. This one will happen next day. Meanwhile, the real issue has not been tackled. So how can I believe that you are doing any reform? A whole military, but you can see the audacity. You can see the audacity. That means that what we are even battling with is not an external matter.
Are we losing the war against terrorism? Just last month, we were told, the president told us that he decimated 300 bandits, terrorist kingpins. And now we are hearing today that jihadists, bandits have taken over a military training facility. Are we losing the war, or have we actually lost the war against insecurity?
So, Korea, you check very well. Jonathan Baku, Buhari, and now Tinubu have taken over. One thing is very clear here: there is no political will to solve this problem because the people in authority who are supposed to know better.
Political will, when we are spending so much money. The other day, the House of Reps approved the $680 million loan for the purchase of jets and ammunition. Exactly. So why do you think that we don't have the political will? I mean, if there was no will, the government would not go out of its way to borrow money to buy equipment.
No, it's not enough for you to approve money. Did you monitor how the money was spent? That is the issue here. You had the NSS telling you that the equipment they even bought have been sold to the terrorists and the bandits. That's not a serious allegation. But that's what I made that allegation.
That in itself is a very serious allegation.
So that will tell you what we are going to.
Okay, let me bring Mr. Lawale Kundayo into the conversation now. Banditry seems to be holding sway further in parts of the country. Terrorism seems to have come to stay in the lexicon of Nigerians. 1 billion naira, just about a few days ago, I think 2 days ago, thereabouts, 1 billion naira worth of military gear was purchased by the Nigerian government from the government of the UK. And it wasn't just about the money now. Some personnel from the UK, military personnel, came to Nigeria to help you. What exactly? And then right after that, we are hearing that a section of a community, in fact, the largest military training camp in Nigeria has been occupied by bandits, and they have formed smaller camps in there. You know, I'm trying to put this in perspective. They have formed about 80 camps of different Dukuma camp of bandits, Fina community, Moses camp, within Mafoluku, within Mafoluku military camp. You know, how laughable is this really? What exactly is playing out here? Is this real? Is this, can we focus on the lack of willpower? Or is there something else? And we also hear that 23 communities have been displaced. That's huge. What exactly is going on, really? Help us put it in perspective. I know you don't work with the military, but as a Nigerian monitoring this, help us put these things in perspective.
First, there was a time the bandits hoisted their flag in that road area. You remember? There was a time they declared a state. You remember? In Nigeria. Now, they are taking over. When you talk about power, or when a country is going to talk about its power, it's always two things: your economy and your military strength. Is that not it? Your economy and your military strength. If you are talking about US as a world power, you are going to talk about US economy, and then you are going to talk about US military might. They're going to talk about UK or even Israel or Iran, even the Houthi. Even the Houthi. Two things: your economy and your military strength. Now we are losing the two. That's where I'm going. Our economy is downgraded, out of control, and it's sliding down.
Are we heading to a failed state? Is Nigeria heading?
I'm not going to say that, but when something is sliding down, it will get to a point in which it will not go anywhere.
Well, when there's no economy and there's no improvement also in the security apparatus, then where are we headed to?
The military. So what else do we have to call Nigeria? The suffering people. Is that what we are going to call Nigeria? Because now, where are you pushing? See, that military camp that is taking over is just a way of the government telling Nigerians that maybe in Yoruba they will say, Kolori Dioriye.
Can you help us?
It means that a man for himself now, you have to protect yourself. Yes, you have to protect yourself.
You're turning to Nigeria.
Yes, because look at Abuja, the federal capital, where the president and the House of everybody, the power is. See, Niger State. So when you have a military camp, do you think they sell rice and beans or in military camps? In military camp, they are trained, you get it, to wage war. That's what they call military camp. So if they have now taken over the military camp, the biggest in Nigeria, close to the seat of power. What are they telling the world? That very soon, you get they are mobilizing to take action, because they didn't go there to begin to sell rice. They didn't go there to learn how to cook beans. They are there now to get better training. I'm talking about the bandits. So they are taking over now, and they are going to get better training. They are going to get more confident. And then, what else do you expect from a military that are, people that have been trained in military warfare? What are they going to do?
I would like to bring
the next thing is for them to take an action, which is what yes.
Unleash terror.
So now, Niger State is central to Nigeria. Do you notice that? You notice that Niger State is not at the outskirts. It's not at the boundary between another country. It's at the central of the country. Is that not it? So that they can launch from all corners into the other areas. So that what they are now saying is that nowhere is safe. All right.
Barrister Darlington, the governor of Niger State, I'm talking about Muhammad Umar Bago, some time ago he said that he is having his eyes on specialized farming, mechanized farming, given the fact that Niger State has the largest land mass, in terms of arable land. And also a few months ago, we also had some people, some indigents of that state coming up to say that their farmlands are being destroyed for this mechanized farming project that the governor is. He has not come up to say or tell Nigerians that the issue of insecurity is what he is fighting for. He is having his attention on the mechanized farming now. With this, the 8 bandits camp now being in Kotangora. Kotangora, if you have been there, is it's a place that the lands there are massive. Let's use that word, massive lands and all that. Now, what do you really think this will now show? First of all, we have the issue of land slide, or people who are doing illegal mine collapse and having the people of Niger State drown. The governor did not tell us how many persons have been rescued up until today. And then we have him talking about mechanized farming and people's farm being destroyed. And up until today also, we haven't even heard of how many or what the crops is cultivated from that particular land. Are you seeing a different approach towards the life of Nigerians from this particular individual? Or is it that there's no political will, or is it that the issue of banditry now is too big that he cannot cover himself?
Now, when you see resemblance of insecurity anywhere, if you're a government that truly meant well, don't allow it to fester. Even the Bible says you should flee from any resemblance of evil. See now, when this thing started, we are all alive. We saw it coming. We cried from the rooftop. But the people in authority, kept a deaf ear. They were dismissing it as nothing. In fact, they started calling it insurgents. It was by force, and with persistent criticism that Buhari was able to name them terrorists. People that were carrying AK-47, killing people with impunity. We forced a leader to call them terrorists. Initially, he was calling them insurgents. In fact, he should have called them Boy Scouts. That was how this thing grew and became what it is today. So, why are you surprised? Mention any state in Nigeria today that has not experienced one form of terrorism or the other. So, one state, one. Where did it start from? You can imagine. Imagine it's like a fire. You saw a fire coming, or fire from a pipeline, all these people that go and burst fire. The first thing they do if you want to stop that fire from escalating, you go and look at the pump head and poke it. Immediately you stop it, the gas or the fuel that is using now will stop, and within a minute the fire will stop spreading. But in Nigeria, this is why I will continue to say I am not happy with a particular set of people in this country. They saw this thing coming and they did it deliberately. And now look at every day we are talking of insecurity everywhere. I say we don't know how we started. We don't know who started it. It's so sad, seriously, so sad. Fina, you are talking of insecurity. Okay, within our own soil. How about the people that saw that, Nigeria, you people are going through some problem, and we know those people who are causing this problem. Look at their names, look at their list. They gave you from abroad. Up to today.
Very sad.
So why do you think this will not continue?
Knowing who started it, or knowing those that are fingered for starting it, will that solve the problem? Seeing that it seemed to have escalated beyond the capacity of whoever or might have been fingered for bringing in or giving opportunity to individuals to start off banditry in Nigeria.
What are you saying? Hold on. Don't you know that if you don't stop the sponsor for terrorism will not stop? Because somebody is fueling. I just gave you an example here. Is it not with fuel that a car will move? If there's no fuel in a car, the car will not move. As expensive as that car is, as beautiful as that car is, if there's no fuel in it, it can't move. It's the same thing with the terrorism. We have seen people who are sponsored. We know their name. We know them. Why not prosecute them and keep them where they're supposed to be? And let me see how these people will continue to finance their activities. That's what we are saying here. That's the major issue. So if you're asking me, how can there is no problem without solution, except you don't want to solve the problem. After all, the Second World War started and ended.
Barrister, let me stay with you. With what is happening in Kotangora now in Niger State, what we have known in Kaduna State, within the Middle Belt region, talk about Plateau, Benue, Taraba, you know, the clashes between farmers, herders, some form of ethnic cleansing, if you don't mind, because we understand that some people have been chased out and their communities renamed by some people. This pattern that is coming down south, as we're seeing it now happen, does it point to the conspiracy that a particular group of people have an agenda, you know, to take over Nigeria?
It is obvious.
How?
It is obvious. Even they're even pushing it to National Assembly to bring Islamic law to supersede our secular law. You saw it. They read it in National Assembly. So when somebody is pushing this type of agenda every time persistently, what does that tell you?
Is there a possibility that the National Assembly will pass that law, that bill?
Mr. Ogoro, there is nothing impossible in Nigeria because they have the numbers. So I'm just telling you now. All this thing that we are pretending, I have said it, except you rise up and say, no, this nonsense must stop. It will not stop. I'm telling you, go and watch. Why this thing have continued? Because you and I over here, we have sold our rights. We don't even know our rights again. That's why some people, terrorists will be brought here and they will be dictating terms of peace for you and I. And the people that did it, they are claiming to be Nigerians. I am telling you that most people who have held the positions of authority in this country, they are not Nigerians. That is why these things are going on. If you are in Nigeria, why would you levy war on your own content? Because you want to dominate and claim everywhere. And people are just pretending as if it is nothing. Look at what they have done so far, and you think they are joking. With their leaders watching as if it doesn't matter. They are the ones behind them. They are waiting for them to succeed, then they will come out and then claim the booty.
Your profit, sir. This is what other brokers are doing with your profit through commissions, high spreads, and hidden charges. Receive your profit in full with Okta. Thanks to the most profitable trading conditions. Switch to Okta and keep profits to yourself.
So if you are not thinking that this thing will just stop tomorrow, it's not possible.
So you're saying that the war that no Ribadu declared on insurgent leaders or the terrorist leaders and their thinking now, you're saying that that war is not like a political statement?
Of course.
Because he said, get me Bello Turji.
You see, when people call a political, I don't even want to know what the political statement here. When somebody wants to deceive you, he will use all manner of ways, all manner of things to deceive you and make you believe that he's serious about what he's saying. Meanwhile, he doesn't. They speak from both sides of their mouth. The other day, they held a meeting, and northern leaders, they held a meeting, and they want to stop this thing. How many times have they held that meeting? What came out of it? Nothing.
Hey, no.
Nothing. So they are not serious. If they are serious, this would have ended long ago. They are pushing an agenda, and you and I have not even seen it. That's my problem here. If one of us stand and say, no, we are not violent people, we cannot live with the violence. Since you don't want us to live with peace, or you go and stay on your own. If you say, what will happen? No, tell me. No, if you rise up and say, no, you don't want violence in your life, what will happen? Or you keep quiet. You can, after they kill one of you, okay, they move on. Nobody will say anything. Is that how to run a country? Do you know how much we have lost in human and material resources because of these people?
Barrister, but you also do know that if individuals are allowed to carry arms, wouldn't that create more chaos?
No.
Just are allowed to.
No. In America, there's a gun law. People carry guns. Yes, that's where you have so many.
Do you think Nigeria is ripe enough for that? Do you think Nigeria is ripe enough?
Oh, it's not ripe enough for me to protect myself, but it is ripe enough for terrorists to carry gun and molest me and terrorize me.
The header can carry.
Yes, a header who really cattle.
In the bush.
Look at what they are doing in those states where Amateku started. Mr. Moses, look, we are treating this thing with kid glove. I'm not joking. We over here. It's time we come together and tell the North enough of this your violent attitude. I'm not joking. Except we are blocked with the Northerners, they will not stop this nonsense. Every time they will be pushing for something that will cause problems. They are trying to Islamize Nigeria, trying to introduce Sharia. Every time.
Well,
is that not what is causing problem?
We're not trying to profile.
But we decide, remember, it is going on. It is going on. That's it. When they come here, want to play good boy. But they don't care about you. They don't bother. They do things with so much impunity and arrogance.
Mr. Lawal, as a farmer, Lagos State has this, agreement with Niger State over 300,000 tons of paddy rice. And now we're hearing that an artillery campsite has been sacked. We have bandits now occupying it. Do you really think that there's particular agreement?
Of course, it will not yield anything. This is not the first time. No, this is not the first time because it is saying he has a farm, is investing rice, investment in agriculture somewhere in the state. I mean, the country. It's not new now. Each local government in Lagos State has a farm. You don't know that? That each local government in the state has a farm. They are funding, they are putting money, and nothing is coming out from it. We should be, because that is why. Some people say not the constitution, but I continue to blame the constitution. Because that constitution is not people-friendly constitution. It's a dictatorial-friendly constitution, whereby anybody who manages to get into power, then you can do absolute and nobody asks a question. Again, why we have all these things? How can the federal be sharing money for the states? How can you call yourself, a state, a republic, and all the money that comes, you look for some areas where they have resources, you take their resources, you concentrate it to the center, you now share it to everybody, even those where you are getting the resources from, they are seriously suffering. You take that money, you share it to others. What do you think will happen in the other areas? That's what is happening. That's why I said it before, that if the National Assembly wants to do their work, this banditry, terrorism will have, even food insecurity, all these things will have died down.
Why do you think they don't want to do their work? What do you think is the terrorism?
Because each one, almost all of them have a godfather that is dictating what they need to do in the assembly. So they are just like a pressing button. You get it? So just when the godfather presses the button, the light shows somewhere.
Mr. Kangai, please permit me to put you on the spot. If we make you Minister of Defense, what would you do to fight?
See, if you make me Minister of Defense in this administration, I will not take it. Of course, why? I won't take it now. Why? Because I've seen that I will not be able to work.
Exactly.
That's what I see.
Why won't you be able to work?
Because of the policy of the government will not make me to work.
What policy are you doing?
So many. Like, so many. Where do you want to go? Look at it. Look at it. Look at the NSAS case. When the military, No, wait.
That you have your turn.
Attack those children, those protesters in the evening, in the night, shot the light and everything. Those children ran away. The youth.
Thank you so much for watching the program. I appreciate you for your patience to watch from beginning to end. I hope you have learned a lot from this very program that I just played, this video. Please like and share the video. Share to all platforms. After sharing the video, now you can go to the comment section and put down your comments. Whatever suggestions, contributions you have to make, what do you think about the video I just played? Go to the comment section and put your comment. I will go through the comment section, and I bet you I am learning a lot from there, and you can equally learn from there. Let us share our experience on that comment section. Thank you so much, and stay blessed. Don't forget to share, and Chukwu Okike Abiama will continue to bless you as you share. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move airborne.
You are all invited to the Aludo State de facto government in Homeland Fort fundraising. Purpose of the event, to support Finland Convention for Biafra Redeclaration. Date Friday 8 November 2024, time 7 p.m. Biafra land time, venue online via Zoom link. May Chukwu Okike Abiama bless you for yielding to this noble cause.